Hi guys, Drew here, back with another video, and welcome to episode 2 of Drew Talks Caps. I really didn't think I was gonna have a series basically made after the Caps, but after the last video, while I was just like thinking, but before I uploaded it basically, I was like, why don't I do this? Cause I mean, it is the local team here at the Mary Browns Center, so I figured why not do some content for them, shoot a few things. So I'll be doing a series throughout this season called Drew Talks Caps. Is this season 1? Will there be more seasons to come? I don't really know, because the next video that will be uploaded on this channel will be talking about some another possible team coming next season possibly. But just talking about the Caps, it will be both junior and senior in this video I will be discussing. Last video, it was just junior because senior, there weren't much going on, but there was an inter-squad game this weekend. I'll talk a little bit about that, but I want to get completely started with the junior Caps since they started their game on Friday, and then the senior team played last night. So the junior Caps, I'm going to have to try to not get this mixed up between junior and senior Caps. I may mix up my words here and there, but the junior Caps were able to win their game 6-4 over the Paradise Warriors. It was a pretty solid game for the Paradise Warriors and the junior Caps. We had a debut in net. Jack Barrington started in goal for the junior Caps. We'll be talking a little bit about him in a sec. But the goals in this game, Austin Bryan opened up the scoring. Jordan Winter got one as well. Seamus Best ended up getting 2. Andrew Veach got a goal. And Owen Wright was able to capitalize and finish. A nice sally also by Owen Wright, pumping up the crowd a little bit. Jordan Winter leads the team in points and goals. He has 6 points and 4 assists in his games played with the team. Andy Knight still leads the team in assists with 5. He hasn't played much the past few games. He only played opening weekend at the Mayor Brown Center and then at Jackburn versus the Northeast Junior Eagles. So not much playing from Andy Knight, but in the games he has played, he's played pretty solid. So will we see him playing next weekend? We'll only have to wait and see what happens. Jackson Healy leads the team in penalty minutes with 14. Healy was an acquisition, a newly acquisition from the Paradise Warriors this offseason. So Healy's going to try to bring into them that physicality with the team this year in the junior Caps. He's played pretty solid. He'll be rocking number 45 for those who are interested, who are wondering. The Caps right now, the junior Caps, that is, have a 3-1-0 record so far. They've played pretty solid, honestly. These past few games, I discussed their games prior, so if you want to know how they've played in those past few games, you got to go to my last video discussing how they've been playing. In this video, I'm just basing off their one game. Next weekend, they will be playing 2 games. They will be playing Friday night versus the Avalon Celtics, I believe, and then I believe they're going back to Jackburn to play the Northeast Eagles. So one game's at the Mary Brown Center. You can get your tickets if you'd like at the Mary Brown Center for Friday, or if you want to go to see the Northeast game, root for the away team, you might as well can, because I believe tickets are available at the main doors if you are interested in getting tickets for that. But one specific player that I wanted to talk about in this game was Jack Barrington. He had his debut, as I mentioned earlier, but he had an injury near the end of the third period, so the game was just almost over. It looked like he made a save awkwardly. He stood up, and it felt like his knee just blew up. It looked like well, that's at least what it probably felt like. And he was down on the ice. He was just flat out on the ice. He couldn't put any weight on his knee. After the game was over, I looked over at him and there was just like blood like on his leg, or maybe it was just like wetness, I guess, maybe just sweat. But it did look pretty bad. Couldn't put any weight on it, so he had to be carried around by the trainer and maybe some players as well. So I wish the best for Jack Barrington in his injury, but he did was able to get the W in this one. He actually got the game puck in this game for his first ever W. He played actually pretty solid. Had a 912 save percentage in the game. Played pretty solid, not gonna lie, for the junior Caps. So wishing all the best to Barrington, and hopefully he has a good rest of the season. It is his rookie year with the junior Caps, so we'll only have to wait from here to see how he ends up doing for the junior team. So that ends it for the junior squad. And we'll move on to the senior caps inter-squad game. I was in attendance for that game last night. I was probably like the only guy that was actually really interested in seeing how these guys were playing. It was mostly family and then daughters and sons as well. But yeah, the senior team played pretty well, and I had a few notes I posted on my Twitter. So if you want to follow my Twitter, that's at Felsom Drew. Drew Felsom's just the main name, so you can search up either or one of those. I had a few notes in that game. The first note, just watch out for the Joel Bishop, Kyle McGrath, and Matt McKim line. Those guys are gonna be insanely good. Watching those guys, they have unbelievable chemistry. They're gonna be playing really good. Joel Bishop especially is gonna be heading into his rookie season with the senior caps, and yeah, he's played really good. Has a very interesting tape job, though. Has a very interesting tape job, but I mean, if it works out for him, he might as well keep playing with it, because he scored a lot of goals in that game. As the black team was able to win that game 7-4. And Matt McKim and Kyle McGrath as well. Kyle McGrath, you may remember, played about a few games for the Growlers when they were needing a few bodies. He actually played pretty solid in those games. I actually kind of liked him a little bit better than Jordan Escott, in my opinion. But McGrath, he played really well for the senior caps in this game, as well for Matt McKim. Going to be heading into his second season going pro with the senior caps, in senior hockey at least. And a little bit of interesting news. It isn't like he isn't going to be on the team this year. But I haven't really talked about it much. But Nathan Knoll, you probably know who he is by now if you watched my videos. Absolutely do not like the guy. But he signed with the Indy Fuel in the ECHL back maybe like a week ago, maybe. Signed with the Indy Fuel in the ECHL. He was actually practicing with the senior caps a little bit in their training camp. So if he hadn't signed with Indy, there was a chance that he would have been playing on the senior caps this year, which a player that you don't like on your favorite senior team, bit rough, not gonna lie. But I can confirm that Nathan Knoll was training with and playing a little bit in practice with the senior caps. So if he hadn't signed an Indy, he probably would have been on the senior caps this year. I'd like to thank Meanly Digital for that. They had a mic'd up video with Joel Bishop, really funny video. You can go watch that on Meanly Digital's socials. But Nathan Knoll was in a bit of that video playing on the ice with the team, and he wasn't wearing like a practice jersey. He was kind of wearing like a Caps minor jersey, and I was like, wait a sec, that's Nate Noel. I recognize that guy. Kind of recognize him a good bit. But yeah, so just a little bit of a bit of interesting news. But I'm talking about some other players. One player that I really want to talk about is Tanner Humber-Dredge. This guy is insane with his skating abilities. He's really fast and an awesome skater. If you want to think about his skating ability, think about Ben Finkelstein from the Growlers. You probably remember who Ben Finkelstein is. He kind of skates like him. And you're probably like, Drew, that's ridiculous. Ben Finkelstein's a pro player. Tanner Humber-Dredge is here in Senior League. They're really great skaters, I've got to say. Humber-Dredge also, he's really fast. Not as fast as McDavo, but a really fast player, and he's going to be intriguing to watch with the senior caps this year. He's going to be playing really well, I expect. He'll probably be on the second line based off how good the chemistry is, based off Bishop, McGrath, and McKim. But yeah, just Tanner Humber-Dredge, he's looking unbelievable. And a player, if you're curious, who may he be playing with on that second line? One name that I that stood out to me in the inter squad game was Mark Rumsey. He played really solid in the game he played for the Caps. He's going to be probably having a pretty solid season this year. He was really good in the time he played with Humber-Dredge. And they could possibly be a little nice duo on that second line for the senior Caps. It'll probably be Mike Cole on the second line as well. Not too sure just yet. We'll have to wait and see until October 26th. But that's what it's kind of looking like right now. Humber-Dredge will probably be that additional player on that number one power play unit. It'll probably be McGrath McKim and Bishop, and then Humberdredge, and then they're probably their best defenseman. Maybe they got like Carter Murphy Johnson on that back end. But that first power play is actually looking pretty solid. But Mark Rumsey is also another solid player. He'll probably be on that second line along with Tanner Humberdredge. Based off this year, I'll probably be calling like in these Caps talks. I kind of call him THV because it's just short for Tanner Humberdredge. I was like JVR, James Van Riemsdyk. His name's really long, so I just wanted to get a bit quicker off. But yeah, another thing that I wanted to talk about, which was requested by Mark Rumsey himself to talk about, is the Han Frank line. They combined with 5 points in the inter squad game. I made a post just saying my notes on this game, and that was basically all my notes that I posted. Besides the Han Frank line, Mark Rumsey commented. He was like, "Why not mention the Han Frank line? They combined with 5 points, so they may have some interesting chemistry this year as well." I'm not too familiar with these players, but as I said before, I don't think I have said this before. I've got season tickets this year for the senior caps, so I'll be down at all of their games, and I'm getting exclusive access for the junior caps this year. So I'll try to shoot some content with them as well, some content with the senior caps. But the Han Frank line, yeah. So they're gonna be looking some pretty interesting this year with the senior caps. So that is pretty much it, discussing both senior and junior caps. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I do possibly have a giveaway coming soon regarding the senior caps. So stay tuned on the Drew Not a Hockey Guy Facebook page probably. I will probably have a giveaway coming out soon. So you're going to want to stay tuned for that senior caps related. That's all I'm going to say for now. The video will be coming out soon on the Drew Nye Facebook page. Probably will just be like a YouTube short on my channel. So yeah, so that's pretty much it, discussing the senior and junior teams. In case you were wondering, the rest of the roster for the senior caps is looking pretty solid. Adam Daw, I don't think I mentioned this yet. He's going to be playing with the Outer Cove Marines this year. The Outer Cove Marines had the first overall draft pick, and they selected Adam Daw with that. Obviously, Adam Daw played for the Newfoundland Growlers this year, and he's been looking pretty solid so far for the Outer Cove Marines in the games he's probably practiced with them. I haven't watched any of the practices, but I suppose he has practiced so far. He'll probably be one of their better players this year. He may put up Jordan Escott senior numbers this year with the Marines. That's it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you do, you can like this video. You can subscribe if you really liked it. We're on the road to 300 subscribers, so if you can hit that subscribe button down below, I truly appreciate it. That's it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed these Drew Talks Caps videos. If you really liked these types of content, this type of content, make sure to drop this video a like, share it with your friends if you enjoyed it a lot. That's gonna be it for today's video, guys, and I'll talk to you all again in the next video, talking about some major junior hockey in St. John's. I'll talk to you all again soon.